Hi students, this is a little tutorial about how to do the Create a Baby Challenge. And I'm going to scroll all the way down to the bottom page here. We have this chart. Um, and the first thing that you can do is, figure out the name of the father, name of the mother, and the baby's name. You can, use your own. You can, make something up. I could just simply say the father's name is George and the mother's name is Sue. And the baby's name, if it's a boy, is Bob. If it's a girl, it's going to be Henrietta. I mean, you can really make up whatever you want as long as it's appropriate. But the first direction is to understand how this works. So we have this chart of all the genes, and what you're going to be doing is flipping a heads or a tail. Okay, so based on what you flip with the coin, that'll determine what gene that the mother or the father donates. Because remember, a father, if we're looking at a single trait, tall or short, uh, the father can donate one, the mother can donate one, and together you get a dihybrid. So let's say, the father donates a big T, mother donates a little t, and together you get a big T, little t, which would be tall. But that's not kind of what we're going to do here with face shape. That was just kind of an example here. Um, but the first step is really determining the gender of the child. So you know that no matter what, a mother is going to be XX, right? So no matter what she is donating, I'm going to put this in the middle here. I'm going to do that and plop it in the middle so you can see it. No matter what, mom is going to donate an X, right? So it really determines, it really depends on what the father donates. If it's X, it's going to be a girl. If it's a Y, it's going to be a boy. So if you scroll up at the directions here, all the way at the top, the directions are right here on how to determine gender. And if the father flips a heads, the baby gets a Y. If the father flips a tails, the baby gets an X. So let's say I flip a coin and I get a heads. So I donate a Y. Whoops, donate a Y. And the resulting trait, nope, resulting trait is an XY, which is a boy. Okay, so I might want to hold off on the baby's name until I figure out the gender. So now with all the other 19 traits, we have 19 traits that we're looking at. You're going to have to go and take this trait and go up to the chart here to see what letters we're looking at. So face shape is this first chart. And if it looks like big R is round and little r is square, and of course, you have two ways to be around a face, either homozygous dominant or heterozygous. And the only way to have a square face or square-shaped face is if you are homozygous recessive. So if we look at again the directions here, okay, anytime you flip a heads, you're going to get the dominant letter. Anytime you flip a tails, you'll get the recessive letter. All right, heads dominant, tails recessive. So I'm dealing with R's here. Face shape. I'll put this in, big R or little r, okay, just as an example. So my father's gene, let's say I flip a heads, dad donates a big R, flip a head for the mom, she always donates big R, big R, big R, whoops, that's going to give me a round face shape. Now chin shape. Chin shape, I go up to my cheat sheet here, and chin shape, you either have a noticeable or less noticeable chin shape. Okay, big N for noticeable, little n for less noticeable. So I'll go down here and I'll give you a little example here. Okay, big N or little n. And again, heads is dominant, tails is recessive. So let's say dad donates, gets a tails and donates a little n. And mom flips a heads, she gets a big N. So big N, little n is going to give me a noticeable chin. Next, whoops, spell check there. There we go. Next is the dimple in chin. So scroll up here, dimple in chin. There we go. You get a dimple in chin. You either have it or you don't. So if you have it, that's recessive. If you don't, that's dominant. Okay, we're dealing with A, big A, little a here. All right, dimple in chin. This is a recessive trait. So big A is normal. My computer's being a little slow here. Or little a you actually have it. So dad donates, gets a little a, gets a tails. Mom also flips a tails. She's little a. So little a means that I have a. My computer is a little slow today. You'll just have to bear with me. Dimple and chin. So you do that for all the traits, but one thing you want to keep in mind is that hair color and eye color are determined by many different traits. Scrolling back up to the directions here, here are the combinations. So we're looking at a dihybrid combination for both hair color and eye color. Okay, A's and B's for the different colors of hair and eye. So therefore, what we're going to do is flip twice for every individual. So let's say that and these are A's and B's. Let's say for hair color, I flip get a heads, so that's the capital A. I flip another heads, that's a capital B. So dad is going to donate one A and one B. Mom flips a tails, gets a little a, and flips a heads, gets a big B. So my gene combination is big A, big B, big B. And I want to go back to the chart up here and figure out what that is. So it's a big A, big B right here. That means I have brown hair. My child has brown hair. Actually, my children have blonde hair, but just a demo. There we go. For eye color, I'll do the same thing. Let's say this time the father flips and gets a tails, flips and gets another tails, mom flips and gets a tails, and flips and gets a heads. So now my genotype is little a, big B, little b. So let's see what that is. Little a, big B, big B. Oh, if I scroll here, right here. So I have dark blue eyes. Dark blue eyes. Dark blue. There we go. So once I've got everything figured out and I've genotyped the entire baby, now it's time to draw. So on a separate sheet of paper, a notebook paper, a computer paper, whatever you want, you can go ahead and use these shapes now to help you put together what your baby would look like. And in the end, you'll have a fully shaped baby with dimples, without dimples, with thick lips or thin lips, or wide eyes or round eyes, long ears, round ears, long eyelashes, short eyelashes, brown hair, blonde hair, red hair, blue eyes, green eyes. You'll have all that and draw a picture. And when we meet on Friday at 2 o'clock, you're going to show me your pictures through Zoom and I will vote. And the winners will, I'll ask that you send me your pictures so we can post them on Twitter as our Create a Baby Challenge winners and post them on our STEM Academy website as the winner of this challenge, as examples of some of the things that we do in STEM. So if you have any questions, let me know. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial.